The Hat Trick Hockey Podcast is brought to you in part by Howie's Hockey Tape, the world's highest quality hockey tape. Use the promo code HTH Podcast in all caps to save 10% on your order of long-lasting hockey products from hockey tape and wax to laces and socks. That's HTH Podcast, all uppercase, to save 10% on your order of Howie's Hockey Tape.
What's going on, all you beauts and beauties? Welcome to the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast, brought to you today by the Play for a Cure Pro-Am, where hockey meets hope. I am your host, Brett Hedges, along for the ride with some of my favorite guys, the king of crispy, the creator of the show, Anthony Gaudette. And where are we?
We are at Valmer Center in LaSalle. Play for a Cure Pro-Am going on right now. How many teams are here?
I believe there's 8 teams that are playing, and so for people that don't know, this is a charity event that's been going on since about 2019. This is the 6th year of it, and people from around the community raise money for cancer research. They get a team together, and there's a group of pro athletes or pro hockey players that come down, former pros, former Olympians, what have you, and they come and join one team from this tournament, and they play in a couple of charity games. And at the end of the day, there is an all-star game for all of the top fundraisers, and they get to play with all of the pros. So that's a big weekend that's set up by our friend Jeff Casey. We will hear from him a little later, but we're just setting up action here at the Valmer Center for Play for a Cure.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, too, there's a pretty cool shootout that's about to go down, I think probably in the next half an hour or so. I'm sure online somewhere. If you don't live under a rock, you're probably going to see something of it, I would assume, somewhere on the news or wherever. So who's all here? We got like Olly and Jacob from on the bench will be in the shootout. Plus, who else did they say? There's a bunch of people who actually raise money to be in the shootout, just for the shootout. So that's pretty cool.
Well, let's set the stage. What happened last night? So
last night we were at Caesars Windsor. There was a little draft, not little, I should say. There was a big draft party.
Huge. Yeah, it was in Augustus Ballroom. It was pretty bomb.
Yeah, and there was you got to just see everybody, talk to everybody. We talked to Kerry Fraser. We talked to Terry Ryan. We talked to Olly and Jacob.
Yep. A couple others.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Food was fantastic. A shitload of money was raised. How much was raised?
So this year, I believe it's one of the highest raising years in history. Over $400,000 were raised.
Crazy.
This year. Usually, on average, it's about $300,000.
Yeah.
And over the duration of 6 years, they've raised over $2 million. So that's going to be closer to 2.5 now. Yeah. Thanks to the $400K last night.
And he was saying too, Jeff was saying too, that every year this just gets bigger and bigger. So I can't wait to see what this is going to be like next year or over the next few years too. So fantastic event.
Yeah, and we've been in part of things where that have branched out from this event. So Battle of the Badges, which we have covered and broadcasted at the WFCU Center, that's an extension of this, and that's kind of it's going into the rotation now because next year the Battle of the Badges is already scheduled for for February 4th, 2027,
and we're already booked.
And we are already booked.
Yeah.
So we're the hope for today is we'll be able to stop in and have some chats with some of the pros, some of the VIPs that are going on in this area, and we'll do a fun little recap of the entire afternoon and evening and celebrate this event because it's a lot of fun. And I think the one thing that was really fun about last night is the access. Yeah. Like the events that these like not only was this a top-notch organized and everything looked fantastic at Caesars last night. Yeah. It's the accessibility. Like these pros are walking around, like Ted Nolan's walking around and Jordan Nolan are walking around shaking hands with everybody.
Just chilling.
Like and it's such a cool vibe and everyone here gets it.
Yep.
And they've bought in and they've had a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to much more stuff later today.
Everybody buckle up. This is gonna be good. So you guys are gonna get some nice content here today, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you. So buckle up.
Yeah, for sure. So that's going to be our intro for today. When we come back, we're going to set up some interviews with some pros and get some more stats and facts from some of our VIPs at the Play for a Cure Pro-Am, where hockey meets hope. We'll be right back on Hat Trick Hockey. All right, we're back here with the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. We are here with Tilbury Bluebirds captain on his way to the Outlaw Cup tournament this weekend. Dylan Denomme. What's up, Dylan? Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
It's been a long time since I started watching you play hockey, man. It's like all the way back to the LaSalle Vipers Junior B days. It's been a long ride. It's back to the University of Windsor now with Tilbury. You've had a fun ride, man.
Yeah, 08, 09?
Something like that, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm getting old.
Man, so all about this right here, this whole event is just unreal. First of all, who did you guys end up with for your draft last night?
What team did you play for and who did you play
So I usually play for Liuna.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to work this year.
Oh, okay.
And then my buddy runs St. Clair. And then we had a guy on their team drop out, so they called me kind of last minute. So I jumped in and filled in for him, and we got Al Ifrady. And I had Al last year. He's the best, man. He's a beauty.
Oh, man.
The stories are never ending.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gem.
Did you get any Genos during the game that you were in earlier today, or were you just passing it off today?
Yeah, a couple. They were making sure I shot a couple times for sure. No, it was good. We kind of got worked, but.
What's just your general impression of this event every year?
Oh, I love it. Anytime you have a charity which gives to this cause, for me especially, it hits home. Obviously, with my dad passing a year and a half ago from cancer, I'll do this tournament and this charity every year, 100%. Yeah, like I said, it hits home for me. It's awesome. The camaraderie and like the party the day before, how they set up the rooms. It makes, like, especially if you've never played junior or at a level like that, you walk into the rink, your gear set up for you. It's just, it's the class is in it of its own. Like it's the best.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. It's
Ant wants to get a team soon.
Yeah, I mean, we should actually. We should do it one year.
We need you as a ringer next year.
Actually, I think the first year we were here, which was I think 2 or 3 years ago, and when I ran, you were like the first guy I seen when I walked in the place. You were the first guy I ran into. I think it was me and Tristan there that night. Remember, I seen you in the hallway leading up to the ballroom.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've been doing this. This is our 3rd year.
Yeah,
doing this now. So I love this event. When Jeff always, every event that guy does, you notice he just knocks it out of the park every single time.
Oh, like the police fire game, like that was incredible. I was sitting in the crowd. I wish I could have played, but
just pick up a couple shifts on the firehouse once a month, and you'll be eligible, and we'll be good to go.
No, he does a great job though. It's like this, and then the police fire game. Come on, it's the 2 best events in the city, pretty much, for hockey.
Yeah, it's insane. So you're headed to
Smiths Falls.
Smith Falls, yeah.
How do you feel? How's everything feel? Are we feeling?
Was it a surprise?
Yeah.
I mean, I was me, Bedard, Polidori were all in Cabo together when we got the text that we're going. So we were kind of surprised. The boys are excited though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look how the playoffs went, we're the only team that really gave Alvinston a run for their money, if you'd say. So I mean, we're excited. We're kind of going there just like, hey, whatever happens. If you look at our team, we're kind of built for that one game elimination style of play. Like, you never know. We're kind of the Jekyll and Hyde. You never know what you're gonna get. So if we do get that game where we're all on, I think we can beat anybody. So
100%.
So yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Any game film on Smiths Falls for the first round game? Do you guys get together at all? Is there any kind of conversation between the boys, or are you just going to go up there and rip it?
I actually have one of my old teammates who actually played on the Vipers with me, played for the Spits, Graham Brown.
Okay.
He's the captain of Smith Falls. So I know a couple of the guys on that team. I haven't seen them play, but I know they play tonight, actually. So I think the guys are going to watch a bit of their game on live stream and then kind of go from there. I guess the game 1 and game 2 don't really matter. It's kind of just where you're seated.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're going in there with kind of we could shock the world type of attitude.
Yeah.
Like we don't really care who we play. So it's whatever happens.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
that's the best way to be, man. Just play free. You know what I mean? Just play the game. You guys have that like kamikaze style too, anyway. So, but and I mean this in the best way possible. Like a lot of teams aren't gonna like that style of play, that grimy Tilbury style of play. And then, man, I think you guys are gonna do great there, man. I'll be watching games all weekend, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we got nothing to lose. Our big man, big addition, Seaflow. He's coming this weekend too. So
Seaflow.
I'm Big Carl. I'm excited to see when the other teams don't know who he is, and he gets to drop the gloves with them, and and then we get a nice show. So
and he's gonna try to go every chance he gets.
Yeah,
oh, yes he is.
He already said like straight up with us, he's like, I would fight every game if I could. Like he just loves it.
He's one of the best teammates.
He's awesome. But
his story's fun.
Do you have anything else for him? Or
just best of luck, man. Like man. It was a fun time covering you guys throughout the year.
Yeah, it was good.
We had a blast doing the call and doing the game on YouTube and stuff like that. And we hope that we were able to tell your guys' story and, give some fans some entertainment that I couldn't catch it. And just want to say, man, you lead by example. Yeah. You do a great job of it. It's fun to watch that team play. And like that series with Alvinston, like that was one of the most fun experiences of my career, like as a broadcaster, like calling those games. That was a great time. So I just want to give you guys your props and best of luck on in the tournament, my man. $25K on the line. Everyone's gonna be going for it. You know what I mean?
No, I appreciate that. The boys have all said like we appreciate you guys, but everything you guys have done throughout the year. It's our team and everything around our team's only gotten better since you guys have been around. So we love when you guys are there, and we appreciate everything you guys have done. So
just so you know, this year we are back.
Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
We are in discussions.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, best of luck, man, and have fun with the rest of the tournament. And we'll be right back with more from the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. All right, welcome back to the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. Here with Kerry Fraser at the Play for a Cure.
Yeah,
thanks, Brad.
Pro-Am. Good to see you.
Yes, it's good to be seen instead of viewed.
Yes. Well, yeah, because you were on the show last summer, and we really appreciate you doing that. And now you're back here again. Mm-hmm. How many years is it now for you at this event?
Well, this is my second year. I was a rookie last year, and I'm out there refereeing, and I screwed up so many times. They said, we need you back to try and get it right, okay? So I've been practicing, and I think I'm on my game now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We saw you call a penalty in the end of the one game, and so if you're calling a penalty in this, you're given a shot, penalty shot.
Absolutely. Actually, there was a player, his last name was Brando, and I called him Marlin. And he is not very good skater.
Yeah.
Like, he was struggling out there. But those are the kind of guys that I just love to, award a penalty shot. Give them a chance. Touch the puck, right? Mm-hmm. So with 4 seconds left, Marlon Brando got a penalty shot, and I knew he was going to struggle because the goalie was really good. So as he crossed the blue line, I stepped in front of the goalie. I screened him, and Brando shot one by me, 5-hole goal. He was Sully, the big Sully, the whole deal, and it was the highlight of the game.
Absolutely.
I love it. Dude, one of the things I laughed at last night was as soon as we walked up, you instantly chirped Brett right away. And I'll be honest with you, I'm probably never going to forget that ever, because it was just like the first time that we're meeting face to face, and he was right on Brett. For once, it's you, and it's not me, because usually everybody's chirping at me. So it's nice to see Brett get a little shrapnel.
Well, paybacks, they can be tough, right?
Yeah,
that's right. So this is your second year here. Mm-hmm. Talk to us just about your impressions of the event. Last night you did a couple of hot stove panels with Andrew Chuck and Ted Nolan, and then Jordan Nolan and Terry Ryan.
Yeah.
Great conversations. We had a great time listening to you guys.
It's great. I did a little prep work as you guys in broadcasting would do, and got some things that I personally would want to know about them. Mm-hmm. Being in the hockey community, we all kind of take certain things for granted that happen, and we just expect them. But when you put yourself in the people that are sitting in the seats that don't get that opportunity to listen to touch, to even ask questions, I kind of take the approach, if I was sitting out there and I wasn't part of the hockey community, what is it that I would want to know about them? And those guys were really interesting. They were terrific. They gave some wonderful insights. They were funny. Terry Ryan, you could just turn the mic on and let him talk, kind of like me. And back to you, Brett.
Yeah, but and you got some really fun, genuine answers. Like Terry talked about his relationship with Michel Therrien, but you know he owned up that he was part of the problem too, and like that's the fun of these kind of events. You get to know these players on a personal level. Like the access is really second to none, and that's what makes it so successful, right?
Well, you just hit the nail on the head. It's about the openness that these players have that come to these events. They're not just here to, shoot a puck and pick up and go. They invest of themselves in the people, the crowd, they'll talk to everybody. They share of themselves. And I've been to events where that hasn't always happened. There's been times where, it's a commitment for a star.
Yeah.
And there's none of that here. These guys, like Adam Graves, is one of the best, nicest, most kind players I think that I've ever encountered throughout my years in the National Hockey League. And Gravey's here. He's a Windsor boy. Yeah. He gives back, and that's what this is all about. It's giving back. I mean, Teddy Nolan is struggling with the cancer, the uptick to what I have. He's advocating for cancer patients and helping them out, and so he's giving back. He's got quite a story that we never got into last night on some of the nastiness that he had to encounter with racial discrimination as he was coming up as a player. But he's a strong individual. It's a proud family, and they're really a good family. They have great heart.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Nolan here as well too, and it's a great vibe here at this tournament.
Man, some of those guys look like they could still play today. Like
Andre
Waugh was moving very easily. Like he was everywhere. It's just nuts how just you could see the mind, like just the hockey mind. Like they still they're not that old, some of these guys, but how they still have how that it just never leaves. You ever notice that? Like they always know where to put the puck. They always know where everybody's going. They always know. It's just amazing to see guys
I'll tell you what that is. That's hockey IQ.
Yeah.
And it's instinct. And like Andre Waugh is really a funny guy.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the big kid, the big clown, and he can really fly.
Yeah.
But I was teasing him, and like he shot the puck a lot because they were behind, but he hit the goalie every time. I said, Andre, why don't you try and kind of miss his pads? And well, where do you want me to shoot it? I said, shoot it where the goalie isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. One thing I never got to talk to you about last time that we interviewed you was your junior hockey career.
Right.
And you played for the Sarnia Bees.
Yeah.
And you used to come to Windsor Arena back in the day.
Correct.
Do you have any memories of the Windsor Barn?
Oh boy, do I ever! I had 2 really good games in the Windsor Arena. I was picked first star. I had a couple of goals in a fight, and the Gordie Howe hat trick sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But the Windsor Arena was great. We were in the Southern Ontario Junior A League with the Detroit Junior Red Wings, Mark Howe and company. Chatham Maroons before Windsor Spitz went to Major Junior, and so I was the captain of the Sarnia team, and we just didn't have enough talent, but we sure had a lot of fun, and we played hard, and Windsor was a great place to come. I enjoyed that old arena. And as a matter of fact, I was touring with the Boston Bruin alumni, Ray Bork, Terry O'Reilly, Chris Nyland, Rick Middleton, a bunch of guys, and we played the last game in that Windsor Arena, a charity game, and it was great to come back for me at that point with the remembrance of some of the games I played as a junior.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I always love to ask everybody about here is what were all the fans like, because the Windsor fans have been known to be a little rambunctious, shall we say. So were they just as bad back then?
Yeah, they were passionate, for sure. I mean, that's a kind way to put it, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, when I moved into the NHL, I found out by going into Philadelphia and Madison Square Garden and some of the other Quebec.
Toronto.
Toronto was quiet.
Really?
Honest to God.
Library?
Quiet.
Oh.
Like even in Maple Leaf Gardens, there was just dead. It was like a corporate crowd even back then, and the puck would hit the boards in the old garden, and it was just kind of a thump, thump.
Yeah.
But go to Montreal, and it was totally different. In the Forum, the energy level was much higher. So, when the Leafs make the playoffs, fans get excited.
Yeah.
They get their hockey jackets cleaned, and they get ready for a parade.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, we won't keep you too much longer. You got to get on the ice and keep going with the event.
Thanks,
Kerry. Thank you so much. We'll look forward
Brett.
to it. This is Kerry Fraser, and you're at the Play for a Cure Pro-Am here on the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. Welcome back to the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. This is Jason Fabok.
Yeah.
And I just learned that you are an artist for DC.
Yeah, well, I was an artist for DC.
Oh, okay. But the most important part is that you're from Harrow, Ontario.
Yes, you are.
From Harrow, Ontario. I grew up with Anthony and Andrew, and we played hockey
together for a
much
while.
all, growing up, and it was a lot of fun. And but my first love is still hockey. I still love hockey.
Yeah.
It's my first. Yeah. But my other thing was art, and after high school I created a portfolio, and I ended up working with a local artist in LaSalle named David Finch, who was working at Marvel at the time. Helped me get a portfolio together, submitted it to DC Comics, and I worked there for like 12 years. I worked on Batman and Wonder Woman, Justice League, Joker, all kinds of stuff. And
not a big deal.
Yeah. And then a few years ago, me and a group of artists, we split off from DC, and we started our own company called Ghost Machine.
Ghost Machine.
And so we're publishing our own stuff now. The whole idea is that we as a company and as creators own what we create. So that's something that you don't get at DC Marvel. You're not owning the creation that you're doing.
Yeah.
So now we own it, and we can do different things with it. If they make film, TV, whatever, video games, we have a say in the creative process, and we own what we create.
Yeah.
And so
that's badass, brother.
Yeah.
That's good.
Man, all the time growing up, like his art just growing up was always incredible. Like every time you see it, it'd be like, it looked like a photo almost, some of the stuff, and it was just crazy. I always knew, I'm like, man, someday this guy's he has to do something with something like this. But on to this right here, Play for a Cure. How many years have you, is this your?
This is my second year.
It's your second
I did it
year.
last year.
Okay.
That was my first.
Okay.
So who are you playing with?
Yeah, who you with?
I'm with the Kingsville Kraken group, a group of us from Kingsville. We play together on Monday nights, and we have a little pickup league. And this is such a great event, and it raises so much money that goes towards cancer research. Like it's an
over $400,000 this year. Crazy.
It's awesome, and they put on such a great event for the players. You feel like a pro. You walk into the room, and they got the shirts and the jerseys and everything all there, and then you get to interact with the different pros too, and people from your community as well. There's a big hockey community here, and it's just really great. It's an awesome thing, and I loved it last year, and I wanted to take part in it again this year.
Mm-hmm. So for people that don't know, what's the format? You play 2 games, and then all the top fundraisers get to play in the All-Star game.
Yeah,
right?
there's like an All-Star game for the top fundraisers. I got to do that last year, and it was really neat. I got to play with Megan Augusta and Brad May, and that was really neat experience. But yeah, last year was 3 games. This year it's 2 games. But the games are a little longer.
Yeah.
It was a long day last year with 3 games and the All-Star game. Like I was beat for like a week after that. Like, it was
we're not young anymore.
No.
I seen you too in the shootout here. I thought you were gonna go like high.
It's funny because like I started going and I looked up and there's a whole bunch of people and I froze. I was just like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing here? And then I came in.
His art has been viewed by millions, but a few people in the shootout challenges is bothering him.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how that works.
Actually, I think Drew got all of your attempts too.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he did. There you go. Boom.
It's fun, and it's a fun like wrinkle into everything, and getting to rub shoulders with the pros. That's got to be a fun thing. Like once in like you said, your first love is hockey. Like how often would you be able to do that outside of an event like this?
Never really. I mean, it's awesome.
You're not getting this experience going to an NHL game.
No.
How much for a ticket, right?
I have a trivia question for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we played Pee Wee, first year Pee Wee. It was a line, me, you, and Daryl McGee. What did the coach call our line? He had a nickname.
It was the buzz line.
The buzz line, yeah.
Daryl McGee.
That was one of my favorite things back then.
Don't ask me how I remember that.
Yeah, the buzz line.
But because actually, so last year I play Sunday afternoons in Harrow, and Mike Golden, who was our coach, was on my team.
Oh, no
and he was literally, he still to this day talks about that line. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, because we were just young kids, first year guys. They threw us all on a line just to be like, let's see what they do. And then we ended up we went on a tear.
Yeah, we did, especially in that playoff. Like we scored like a ton of goals in that first round.
Yeah.
So remind the viewers, this is for the Harrow Rams.
Harrow Rams travel.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, that's really funny that you asked that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh man, that was a lot of fun.
I used to think that the banners that were hanging in that arena were like, oh my god, like this is the pinnacle of what anyone wants in their life. And like, now that I go back, it's so great, and like I love bringing my kids out there. Like I live in Windsor now, but anytime I go to Harrow Arena, I just love it. I just good times. Like makes me think of like remember like the public skating. Like my dad ran the public skating on Monday nights for a couple years, and it would just be dozens and dozens of people on the ice on a Monday night just ripping around. And it was just hilarious.
Harrow has a great hockey history. In fact, some of the guys were just talking about it because we have a team in our Kraken team. We play the Sailors sometimes on Thursday nights, like once a week. And like a couple of guys were like, yeah, Sailors have been around for like 80 years. Like people the town of Harrow used to show up to come watch the Sailors play. It was that big of a deal back in the day. It was like a real thing, and it's still going, and it's really cool. Like there's some great hockey history from our hometown.
I remember when we were like super young, they used to do a thing, and it was once a year the Sailors and the Whalers would play a game, and the arena would be full.
That's why our team is called the Kingsville Kraken. Do you know that? Because you had the Sailors versus the Whalers, and then the Kraken is another, sea animal, and it's like to go with the Sailors. That's why we named it the Kingsville Kraken.
Okay,
I like it.
Next question: did you do this?
Yes,
logo?
I did.
Okay,
I designed the logo.
That's incredible.
So it's cool.
I mean, if you're on the team, it's kind of dumb to not have you design the logo.
It took me forever to kind of figure out what to do, but I thought it was. In the end, I put like a crown on it and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool with Kingsville. And then when you come here to do the Play for a Cure, they give you like these pro jerseys. So like it's awesome. I get to hang that in my collection.
So are you still in the area, or are you traveling all around the world for different stuff for your business?
I'm still in the area. I live in Kingsville. I work out of my basement, but I do travel not as much as I used to. I used to go a lot to the different conventions and stuff, but now it's just maybe a couple times a year. Things might in the future, because of owning our own company and having opportunities for film, TV, and stuff. We have a couple things kind of in early development. It might get some opportunities to do some travel and visit some film sets and whatnot. But I'm still a homebody, and I want to kind of stick in the area. My kids go to school here, and I still love the area. My mom still lives out in Harrow.
Love it.
It's the best.
Yeah.
All right, so you got one more game left.
Yeah. We didn't do too well in the first game.
That's okay.
We got whooped. Dave Andrechuk was out there, and that guy is power. It's just like he was like battling out front for a puck, and like you weren't gonna stop him. He just blast right through you and put it right in the net. It's like,
the reason why he scored over 600 goals in the show.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Definitely.
23-year vet.
Yeah.
Look like he can still play today.
Yeah. He's good. He's 100%. Still good.
Anything else, Ian?
No, I'm all set, man. Thank you, man.
Awesome.
Tell us again. It's Ghost Machine.
Yeah, Ghost Machine. Look us up on Instagram and all the social media. And the book I work on is called Rook Exodus. And it's like this sci-fi kind of thing. It's actually an idea I had years ago that brewed in my mind when I was like 14, 15. I had these character designs, and I worked on it throughout years and kind of refined it. And then I pitched it, and the writer that I worked with, Jeff Johns, he really liked it, and he took it just to another level in this idea. And it's a, it has to do with these characters who have these helmets that can control animal species. So Rook can control crows and ravens, and there's a guy named Ursa. He's the bad guy, and he can control giant bears. And it's like this Star Wars meets Mad Max on a dying planet with these characters who can control animals. It's like something out of a 1980s kids cartoon. It's really fun and a lot of work, but it's really cool to have something that you yourself own, and that is comes from your mind, and you get to make it. So
that's called Rook Exodus.
Rook Exodus is my book.
Sick.
So yeah.
All right, thanks very much, Jason.
Awesome.
Best of luck down the road. And
Thank you.
Best of luck in your second game. Don't pull a hammy.
No,
right?
Try not to.
Yeah,
Got to protect the hands. You got to protect the hands. That's
And shoot high. Shoot high.
And shoot high.
Yeah, we want smiles, not pulled hammies here at the Play For It here. All right, we'll be right back with more on the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. All right, welcome back to the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. Here we are at the Play For It Here Pro-Am with the man of the hour, Jeff Casey. And Jeff, what was the magic number this year?
$416,000.
Wow.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Is that the best year overall, or is that's got to be real close?
It's right around there. It's all been around the same amount.
Yep.
After year one, I think it was like 374. And then afterwards, it's always been about 400, 410, 420. It's pretty consistent.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Last night was awesome, too. Like, this has to take, like, how long for this whole event, start to finish?
That's
how
so funny.
long does it take to plan?
It's a very common question, and I'm going to say for 2027, I started planning about 2 months ago.
Come on.
You put it into perspective, right?
Oh.
I mean, you have to book things. You have to talk to some of the pros, make sure they're available, get it in the calendar, and you start thinking about things and making changes. Like as we've been going on the past 2 days, every time we have a new idea, we just give it to Tal, and he writes it down, and we start preparing for next year.
Wow.
Right? I mean, you have to.
Yeah. Crazy.
I know. Well, I'm going to say that I pride myself on a lot of the details that happen, like show the puck. Like
this is
this is a cool thing. It's a pro style puck. We have a sponsor. We do a new logo every year. We come with a design, and then they print them already. The hats, the
merch is unreal.
Look at the lanyards.
Yeah.
Look at
The merch is unreal.
Everything, even the bracelets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of everything.
Incredible. So you went down from 3 games to 2 games per team, right?
Yep.
How's everyone seem to like the adjustment? Like, because every year it's a little bit different every year, right?
So I'm going to say, about 10 minutes ago, I walked through the lobby here, and every seat is taken, and there's people standing around at the food, at the coffee, at the snacks, at the beer, people watching game, buying merch, and I'm like, this is what it's all about. Like, this is when you get to hang out and talk with your buddies, talk with your family, talk with the pros, and just hang out, and conversations and connections are made. I started off my speech last night saying, this is like a reunion. I'm looking out here, and there's friends that I've had for 30 years and friends that I've had for 2. And, I'm happy to see everyone here. And the camaraderie that happens is the best part. It's not about the hockey. It's about, the fundraising, the awareness. But then, and you can hear it in the background right now, all the guys out there, it's going
We
and
had
going.
to close the door because otherwise it was like no sound in here.
Yeah, right? So, I mean, this is what it's about. Like, this whole thing is about raising money and awareness, but it's about creating an experience. When playing hockey, we all play hockey. It's nice to take a pass from Anderchuk, or all of a sudden, Terry Ryan's ripping around you. You're shooting on Max Donoso. But then you sit down and you have a coffee or a sandwich with Thorburn or Adam Graves. Like Jillian Apps is there, like 3 Olympic golds. You can have a quick conversations. Like, let's see those medals. Like that's it's just kind of neat.
We've got some big names here, of course, like Angela James. Obviously, she's a Hockey Hall of Famer, a trailblazer in her own path. First time this year, though, is Terry Ryan.
Yeah.
He seems to be a fan favorite. Tell us, last night was a good time. Everyone was enjoying themselves. Like, just the whole cast of characters is here every year, and you're getting a lot of the same faces back. And like you said, it is like a reunion. Andre Waugh's been here for how many years now, right?
Yeah, they're all great. I mean, there's I can say that the pros and all the people, even for the matter, that play in it and that coach in it and that volunteer, they're all good people. And you sit down and have a conversation with Terry Ryan, and he likes to tell stories, but he's a very curious guy too. Like he starts asking questions and he wants to know about what's going on with you, and you can see it. Like he's thinking. It's not a show. He's just being 100% himself.
Yeah.
Right. Which is outgoing and, like I said, curious. So he's fun to be around.
Yeah.
Right. And you know he likes to go. Like
yeah.
whatever it is.
That's
right?
true.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's
I mean,
true.
and that's fun. You know. Olly Radio will sit down and talk to you like about all his stories. He's had, I don't know, he's had like 12 surgeries, right? And now he just got a new hip and he's very mobile again. And it's, you know, you get it. I mean, right now out there, Adam Graves is sitting with Kenny and Donna Parent, who were his billet family when he was on the Spitz.
That's crazy.
And like Kenny and Donna are one of the reasons why this is happening. I was able to meet Adam through him, and Kenny is a cancer survivor, and you know I kind of threw this idea at Kenny, and then he introduced me to Adam, and said, "Hey, Adam, like, why don't you hear this?" And Adam basically said, "Hey, Kenny, like, this is really something you think we should do?" And he said, "Yep." And there it goes. And that was kind of the push to get her going.
I love the tagline where hockey meets hope. And one person who's bringing that message of hope is Ted Nolan. He's new to the cast this year, and he really kind of brings it full circle because he's currently battling, right? And he's, sticking up for awareness and trying to talk about that. Like, what kind of added layer does he add to this event this year?
Well, he's a legend in so many ways, and community-driven and family-driven. And to sit down and have a conversation with him, he has a lot of wisdom. And it's very evident in his poise and his demeanor and his how engaged he is instantaneously with you, happy to give his time. And that goes to every pro. It's the same thing, right? So it's a great layer to have. Even Wellwood will be out here later as one of the coaches. Like everyone brings something to the table. If you're, be curious, right? Not judgmental, and you can get like through the layers of a person. And a lot of the guys here are already open. There's not they're not shy and whatnot to begin with. So it really helps.
Added level of humor is Olly and Jacob here today, this weekend. They're great guys, and they're very talented. I was very blown away during the shootout. A nice little wrinkle that this event has, midday shootout.
Yeah,
right?
Why not, right?
Yeah,
they're a ton of fun. Characters, right, and funny and quirky and funny and humorous and quirky.
If we can nail them down, we'll try to. But,
I think you can. Even during the All-Star game tonight, we're do the Woody's Hoodies shootout.
Okay.
And it's gonna be Max Donoso in net with Olly and Jacob on the ice, and then we have a couple Vipers and a 73 that'll be out shooting with a bunch of young minor hockey players, and I think that it's going to be a ton of fun for the kids to be out there with them, and not only to be with Olly and Jacob, but shooting on somebody as high level a goalie as Max Donoso, right? So it should be fun.
Absolutely.
No, I'm all.
Is there anything we missed or anything you'd like to add about anything new that's happening this year? Obviously, people can help for next year by going to playforcare.ca. Like, they can just donate on the page there, and they can sign up for next year already, I bet.
Donate's one thing, right? I mean, bring it back a little bit to even something like Battle of the Badges that we had. You guys are a big part of that. Thank you for doing that. What Play for Cure raises money for the Cancer Research Collaboration Fund. And some key notes in there are collaboration, cancer research, right? That's what we're trying to support. So Battle of the Badges was amazing, brought the community together, but we had every other cancer organization there, right? So it's creating some awareness and money for cancer research, but every organization in our community does some good stuff. So I encourage everyone to, support other organizations as well, right? But the big picture here, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to really create more momentum and change to support cancer research in our community. There's massive opportunities with the new hospital. We have a new hospital president. We have a new university president, Mike Sabaggi at St. Clair College now. And then Bill Mara at Hotel Dieu. These people are all in on research, and where hockey meets hope is a key word. And where that kind of comes from is, without research, hope is just a word. We need to put the time, effort, money into doing the research so that people have hope. And I can tell you that goes a very long way. When somebody that's going through it, at the same time, there's people out there devoting their time, their energy, their money, and even their brains, the oncologists and nurses and whatnot that are working towards creating better health outcomes. That creates hope for somebody going through it. So when you get diagnosed, your family member gets diagnosed, or your friend, that's a really good feeling to have, that somebody out there is continuing to push the cancer research down the line so that we can create those better health outcomes. So that's the big picture of what we're trying to do here. So I really appreciate you guys being here. You got a great audience and a great podcast. I appreciate it, and thank you for helping us, create that message and getting it even further.
Appreciate it. I mean, it's got to be a tough double. We'll let you go in a minute, but doing Battle of the Badges in February and then this in April, that's got to be a tough schedule to keep. So
yeah, I think
anything that we can do to help, we're glad to do it, and we're proud that you asked us to be here.
Yep.
So we looked through the program yesterday, and to see our logo along in there
awesome.
was fantastic, and that was a nice surprise. So thank you very much for that. And
cool.
And
it's on the website too.
That's right.
And it's out there on the boards.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
We're excited. So we're excited to be here, and we're excited that once again you're raising big money for research. And obviously it's well needed out there. So thank you very much, Jeff, and we'll see you later tonight for the All-Star game.
Oh yeah, let's go.
We'll be right back with more on the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. All right, welcome back to the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast, and we are here with Mr. Adam Graves. His name and his jersey is up in the rafters at MSG, and now he's with us on the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. Adam, thank you so much for being here.
Well, it's great to be here, and certainly when we think about the history of this event, it's a day that everyone circles on their calendar.
So you've been involved with this event since day one. What's the inception? What's the origin story? How did you meet Jeff?
Well, we met through a mutual friend. In fact, the people that I lived with when I played junior hockey here 4+ decades ago. And certainly knowing Jeff and his family and how dedicated they are in their journey and what this event means to them, Play for a Cure, and all the wonderful work they've done just under a decade now. It's incredible, and one of those, I think, journeys that as someone that obviously loves Windsor, someone that has family here, it's something that you want to support, you want to be a part of. And I think if you canvass the entire group that's here, you see a lot of the familiar faces year after year because everyone's taken ownership of it. And it's a special event and something that really enjoy being a part of, and it's been an incredible journey.
And it's a really successful event too. Over 400K raised this year, almost 2.5 million since the start. That's something, like, numbers back it up. You got to be proud about that, right?
Well, I think at the end of the day, unfortunately, cancer is something that affects us all, and family, friends, and when you can do something that you hope that somewhere down the line that you're going to have the ability to cure and overcome some of these cancer diagnoses that we all have to face, but to do it through hockey. And hockey is such a special game because it brings people together. And on top of that, not only does this raise meaningful dollars, but people circle it because it's the event itself is run first class. And I've been to many of them over the decades, and this is about as well run. And they always do a few little tweaks each year just to keep it fresh, just to keep you on edge. And that's why I don't think too many teams give up their spots and too many players give up their spots, because it's an incredible day. And I shouldn't say day, it's a couple-day event. And it's done, but a lot of the volunteers are the same people from day one, which tells you they're doing something right.
And it's an opportunity that almost like a reunion, like Jeff says, like you got to hang out with your billet parents, right? And like, how often do you get to hang out with them?
Well, I get to talk to them quite a bit because they're like family. But for me, coming back to Windsor is always terrific. It's a great city, so many great people, and again, it's about the journey, right? And seeing some friends that are new and some friends that are old, but never gets old as far as I'm concerned. And certainly the hockey part of it, as we talked about. You get on the ice. The food here is outstanding. There's not a person without a smile on their face. That's what it's all about. And then the hockey is a bonus.
Well, like last night too was awesome. Like just from everything. And what's really awesome is like you guys just walk around the room, hang out, conversations with whoever. So it's nice for guys like us, to be able to just sit down, talk whatever with you guys, hockey obviously, stuff like that, but obviously seeing you on the ice still looking pretty good out there. Still moving nice and good. How do you feel?
Some would argue.
How often?
Well, actually, my team had me playing defense today, and I said, how can you have someone playing defense if they can't skate backwards? But you know what? I figured it out. It wasn't easy.
I think you can take care of it.
Yeah,
okay.
no, it was a lot of fun. There's never a bad day when you get on the ice, and I still, when I get an opportunity, I skate as much as possible. Obviously, still try to exercise and keep active, because with all the injuries as you get older, you have to stay on top of it. But today is a great example of there's never a bad day when you can put your skates on and be on the ice, and be on the ice with a great community. And it doesn't matter what level you played at, where your highest end ended up. We're all hockey players, and we're all part of this great group. And you see the women's division. You see, you know, just the quality people that are here. It's fun.
Windsor Arena. I mean, you had plenty of games there. Drafted, you know, Windsor Spitfires player for a number of years. When you look back at your time at Windsor, like, what sticks out? Obviously, that monster run you guys went on at the end of your career there. Like, when you look back at your time as a Windsor Spitfire, like, you must just look back with so much pride.
Well, for me, it's the people.
Yeah.
You see the careers of Paul Maurice, Peter DeBoer. You look at a guy by the name of Mike Wolak became a brain surgeon. Brad Hyatt just retired from being a policeman. Just those are the stories and the character, you know, that you think about, and the people, and then certainly the families and the journey and the memories. You know, Jeff Bennick and Feather and all your buddies. And I can remember playing ball hockey at the old Windsor Arena in the summers, you know, when it was so hot. Those are the memories that you have a smile on your face and you think so fondly about. But again, it gets back to the people.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I love asking guys, who did you score your first NHL goal on?
My first goal was at Maple Leaf Gardens, and it was against Alan Bester. And I often kid, because at the time, that goal was up for the top 5 goals of the year in the NHL.
Really?
Yeah, and people think, they go, geez, you weren't a fancy player. Like, you were kind of like a mucker and a grinder.
Yeah.
And I said, well, technically, I was just a small part of that play. Stevie Yzerman did a double spinorama against the Leafs. I think it was Robert. He did a double spinorama, deked around 4 people. I was standing at the side of the net, and he banked it off my stick and in.
Oh, perfect.
But as far as I'm concerned, it was an end-ender. It just wasn't my end-ender.
End-ender on the sheet.
Yeah, end-ender off my ankle. Yeah,
that's awesome, though.
But it was definitely up for goal of the year, and you've probably seen it over and over again. You just didn't know who the guy was that was on the receiving end at the other side of the crease, and that was me.
Now it's all coming together.
And being from Toronto, my dad being a policeman, my mom and dad were at the game that night, and it's a moment that you never forget.
That's awesome.
That's incredible. 94 with the Rangers, like, that's something that, like, I love looking back on those times. Like, I was just growing up, but, like, when I think of that year, 94, what does that mean to you in your hockey career? And when you got to raise that Stanley Cup, what did that mean to you after so many years in the league? You
know what? Anytime you get that opportunity, I know that you never think about for me, I never thought about the Stanley. I always thought the NHL was never a reality, and then as you get older, you different opportunities present themselves, and then things become more of a reality. And being drafted by Detroit, and then of course playing 2 years in Edmonton with Mark, and being lucky enough to win in '90 with him, and then going to New York as free agent, then Mark joining, and then I ended up moving to the wing, which is what I typically played, and playing alongside players like that make the game so much easier. Brian Leach, Mike Richter, and then playing in New York at Madison Square Garden. It's a special place. And you think about the history of sport, entertainment, politics. It's the mecca of the world, and New York City is a second home for myself and my family. Our 2 youngest were born in New York, so we love it. But we also love Windsor, and we love our Canada as a whole, and being a part of both countries. It's pretty special.
What did it mean for you that they retired your jersey at MSG?
For me, I don't think I'll ever be comfortable with it. It was quite humbling. I understand who the other players were and what type of players they were. I was more of a complimentary. I wasn't one of those guys that was a legendary guy like a Mark Messier or Brian Leach or Andy Bathgate, Rod Gilbert. I was very fortunate to play with the players that I did, and we were very fortunate to win a Stanley Cup in 1994. So I don't know if I'll ever be completely comfortable with it. It's something that I feel very sheepish about, but something that I'm very proud to have worn that jersey, and I always thought it was a privilege to wear that Ranger jersey, and to this day, that will never change.
No, I'm all set.
The run in 90, I mixed up my questions by accident.
Oh.
The first run with Messier,
Yeah.
what was that accomplishment like for you guys? Because obviously Gretzky had been traded away. This was the next generation of that Edmonton team, and you guys pulled it off. And I still remember this. The reason why I like this, because in my cousin's bedroom when we were growing up, he had that team's poster on his wall, and so I would go there multiple times a week. Reggie, right? And I always loved that team. Like, what was it about that team that you guys were able to pull it off? And
just a really close-knit team, and certainly when you think about Mark that year, he won the Hart Trophy. I think he had 120 some odd points.
Just a warrior.
Oh, it was incredible. In that first series we played against Winnipeg, we were actually down 3-1. Billy Ranford made a huge save in overtime. In Game 5, we won it, went back to Winnipeg, forced Game 7, played L.A. the next series, and then into Chicago and Boston. It was one of those things I'll never forget, being in Boston, and there was probably 20 seconds left on the clock. Couldn't see my parents up in the crowd. I think they were behind one of those big yellow pillars at the Boston Garden. But I'll never forget thinking to myself, this can't be true. Like, I couldn't believe, I couldn't wrap my head around that I was going to actually be a part of a Stanley Cup championship team, and how lucky was I, and certainly that was all about the people you were surrounded by. John Muckler, what a heck of a coach he was, and Glenn Sather making the trade with Detroit to allow me to be an Oiler, and it was pretty special. And I got to play on the line with Joe Murphy, who we were drafted together with Detroit. We won a Calder Cup together in the American League in Glens Falls. So there was a lot of special ties there, but for me, again, it's just one of those things that how lucky were you to be a part of it, because anything you do is being a part of a team, and the leadership from Kevin Lowe to McTavish to Yari Curry to Mark Messier, the goaltending of Billy Ranford stood on his head. He was the the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. So it was a special run, and one that sometimes you don't think about every day, but when you do think about it, you have a smile on your face.
Is it hard to weigh one against the other? Like, which one's more special to you, or are they just like your kids? You love them all.
We can't be greedy. I was just very lucky, very fortunate to be a part of both and surrounded by incredible people, and I don't take either one for granted. And to this day, I just look back and I think to myself, how lucky was I?
Everyone says too that it's always light as a feather when you lift that thing over your head. Is that true?
Were you stronger the second time?
Or were you this thing's pretty heavy?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I just remember when I was lucky enough to win in New York, I was looking for one of my dearest friends as a teammate, Jay Wells, because he was such a warrior for so long, and that's the one thing I do remember is looking for him and handing him the cup. That's the privilege of being able to hoist that cup, is the people and celebrating other people's successes, and Jay Wells would be at the top of my list as far as incredible people that I played with, and those are the times that you kind of you forget a lot of things, but you don't forget that.
I love that.
Was it the Game 6 or the Game 7 that Messier guaranteed?
It was Game 6, against New Jersey in the conference final in New Jersey. Full marks, an amazing team, and certainly with Brodeur and Net, and Scott Stevens, their captain, and Kenny Danik. They had an outstanding team, and history would tell you they won 3 or 4 cups over the next decade and a bit. So that was a series for the ages.
Well, Ant, anything else? I think we've taken more than... Thank you very much for being a part of this event, for being a spearhead for this. Obviously, $2.5 million doesn't come out of nothing, and a lot of it is the efforts that you've put. Well, we're not going to give you full credit, but you started this train. We appreciate everything that you've done for this event.
We just follow Kaser's family's lead. That's
He's the
it.
best.
Yes.
Yeah,
so.
and we're happy to be involved with it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. This is Adam Graves, and you're watching the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. We'll be right back after this. Hat Trick Hockey Podcast here from the Play for a Cure program, where hockey meets hope, and we're here with Jacob and Olly. Boys, Great job during the shootout. You guys got some silky mitts on ya.
Yeah, obviously we're the nastiest hockey players on earth, so we just came to get it done. My team prevailed, which I obviously expected. I draft a lot better than Olly, and I'm a lot smarter of a hockey player. So
that's not true. We actually won. We had more goals. There was style over skill. We had a lot more style points, but yeah, we won.
Well, the one that you pulled off, my friend, you threw it up over the then you caught it. Tap.
I know, it's disgusting.
Did they count that as a goal
no
or
goal.
what?
Apparently, it's no goal. I mean, it's a shootout.
I mean, it's something like this, it should be a goal, no?
It's not when you're playing for keeps, guys.
See, I got you. The rum guys. We're the rum guys,
We're the
right?
rum guys, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of league's kind of rigged. So,
boys, how much fun have you had at this event? Going back to last night at the banquet to today, this has got to be. Where does this rank up there for you for events for you?
This event's unbelievable. A lot of fun and a lot of good people, which I enjoyed. Everyone was enjoying the night, laughing, having some wobbly pops. So this event's definitely easily top 3 for me.
Yeah, this is a great event. It's obviously for a great cause. That's the best part, and we had a great night, and we're gonna have another great night tonight. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so. You guys, I fucking spotted you guys from a mile away when I was going up there, and then I seen you guys coming up, so I'm like, I'm gonna wait for them. So is this your first time down here? Yeah, it's your first time. Now you guys are from out west, right?
Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary boys.
Calgary boys. I was just gonna
Tank
say.
for McKenna.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think there's a few teams saying that now.
Oh yeah.
Calgary's getting a new rink, right?
Yeah, we got a new barn coming in 2027.
And Gary likes it, so
Yep.
he might actually put a Stanley Cup in Canada again,
Gary's,
I
Gary's
wouldn't hate
bricked
that.
up about it, so we're fired up too.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. You boys excited for later on tonight? You're going to do the shootout in that game too, or just
we're playing in that.
We're playing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
can't keep us off the ice.
Over under on the Genos. Where are we going here?
Jacob just scored in the game.
I ripped a nasty one.
The puck was in the corner. I came in, stripped the guy, spinorama, threw my leg, tap, backhand, spin pass to Jacob, easy tap.
Squirts out front. I picked it up, spinorama, posting in, just nasty.
But, I'm gonna say.
You like total for us or like each?
I mean, each. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a hat trick.
Okay.
I'm going
fair.
for a hat trick.
So you're going over 2.5.
And then I'm gonna and then I'm gonna score the third one, and I'm just gonna skate off and never show my face here again.
It's kind of electric.
Yeah,
that's kind of sick.
That is pretty sick, actually.
Where did he go?
Mm-hmm. I gotta say,
I'm at the Baccarat.
Yeah. Did you guys go to the casino last night? What'd you do?
Of course. I learned the new game. I learned that game. I'm a
craps.
Baccarat. Yeah.
Is it craps?
Yeah, it's craps. It's
What's Baccarat?
Baccarat, something else.
Oh yeah, I like craps.
Craps. It's
we get the dice and you just.
And then you don't say that one number.
7.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you can't say that. You just jinx the internet.
He just says it. I love that it's just like zero thought too. He just says it. Also, too, I was saying to you guys last night, we didn't have our mini sticks last night. We don't have them today because we don't have that much time. But
a couple in the room.
Oh, I mean.
Scared, eh?
Oh, here we go. I mean,
that's fair. We
Next,
can make it net.
Yeah, but we don't have nets.
You're actually not allowed to play mini sticks in the room.
I sprained my T-ball knee.
You're not allowed to play mini sticks in the room.
So you guys are from Calgary. Where did you guys grow up proper? Like, where did you guys grow up playing hockey? Tell us your story a little bit for the people down here, because you guys are out west beauties to us. Like, some people might notice, but some of our audience would love to know who you guys are, where you grew up.
Yeah, I was born and raised just north of Calgary, city called Airdrie. So that's where I did all my stuff. There's not much to brag about in Airhole, but it's a good spot. I played a lot of hockey out there. That's where we met, skateboarding, and then started coaching, and then ripping videos.
Yeah, we're from a small town too. It's about 3,000 people just south this way, so we understand small town hockey. Our team was called the Harrow Rams. What was your small town team called?
We were the Airdrie Thunder.
Thunder.
Playing in that Thunderdome.
What was the town called?
Harrow. Harrow.
Like the hockey brand.
Well, you know Heaton's goalie equipment.
Yeah,
it was made out of Harrow. It was made out of a little shop in our hometown.
Yeah, do you guys remember that hockey brand Harrow though?
I don't.
Or is it
Harrow?
Yeah,
Harrow.
I remember.
Is it from the same place?
Too?
I don't
Wasn't
think so.
Yeah, there was a Flaro too.
Yeah.
Flaro twigs were nasty, low key.
I think I had a pair of gloves from them. I feel like that they were
Probably
good
unreal.
too. Yeah, they were pretty good. Actually,
big leather mitts.
Actually, think about it.
If you were gonna tell someone about this event, what would and if they were gonna come to it or not, someone like yourself or like one of the local pros, like what would you tell them about it and your experience about it?
Just honestly, down to earth people.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into some of these events with like, you got some big wigs and then you got some ex pros. Sometimes you run into duds.
Yeah.
But here we haven't run into any. Everyone's here for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And that's the nice part. Like we're hanging out with Ally Frady, Chris Thorburn, and those guys are just weapons, right?
Yeah.
And they don't need to be nice to anybody.
Yeah.
Like they don't owe us their time, but they just show up and do the right thing, make everyone enjoy the night. So it's just an event that you can count on to have a good time.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I gotta say that the bucket flow combo, boys, is top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch,
Especially
elite
with the Jofa
stuff.
over here.
That's the only thing you guys are lacking. Like you guys are beautiful, but you know,
That's fine, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have flow at
But
all.
you
Well,
could,
skill
like,
too.
Yeah, and skill.
Yeah.
But you could grow beard though.
I can grow a neck beard.
Yeah,
I can
grow
Yeah, I actually just shaved too.
Yeah.
So
I can't
So
really
we-
grow a beard.
but
'cause,
mine fucking grows in gray though.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I got a
A
couple
silver
grays.
fox, dude.
I mean, yeah,
Silver
I guess
fox
you're
with the
right.
baby blues, lady killer.
Yeah.
every
Well,
gray's
I mean-
kill, you know.
we work a lot with our local junior hockey teams like the Windsor Spitfires and Essex 73s, other levels like that. So we just finished our TV season, so he just shaved his dome.
Oh,
so
that was
Yeah, because normally that's the only reason why I actually have hair.
so that he
But-
can look decent on TV.
And then after it's
Get rid of it.
got it.
Get
Yeah.
rid of it.
I saw
Way
that you were
better.
wearing the Carson Woodle jersey.
Yeah,
Did you get
rocked
the
his
backstory
Spitfire.
about him, or you looked
No,
great?
I didn't.
So Carson's a defenseman on the Spits,
I
right?
hate
Weapon.
But CHL or OHL Defenseman of the Year nominee, having
Yeah.
a great year. But he also does hoodies.
Yeah, Woody's hoodies.
Woody's hoodies.
So should
and
I
he-
hang on the jersey? Is he gonna make the show? You think?
He might. He's gonna go to Boston
gonna get a
University
sniff?
next
Oh, he's
year.
gonna be you.
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah,
be
he's going to
next
be.
year.
He's nasty.
He's
keep that,
nasty.
yeah.
So yeah, and through those hoodies, he donates to it's 24% from
Yeah,
everything.
24%.
Wow.
He
Guy.
donates it to charity, and he's done close to 100,000
Holy, what a
Wow.
good dude.
himself. So I was happy to see you guys rocking the
Yeah.
jersey there. And with the old Spitfire tombstone.
Yeah,
logo,
those jerseys
that's
are
the old
sick.
School. That's the
Oh,
sick.
oh,
that's
that's
the
not
good
the OG
jersey.
one?
Yeah, that's
That's
the
the good
old
jersey.
school
Dude,
logo.
you gotta, yeah.
That
Back
thing,
when
that
like Jason
jersey's
Spezza,
nice.
Steve Ott played
Keep
here.
that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys like that.
That's
yeah,
nasty.
Kyle Wellwood played here too.
Yeah.
And then we had the back-to-back MEM Cup champs in 09,
Not a big
2010,
deal.
Yeah.
and then
Humble
they won
brag.
again in 2017.
Wow.
So yeah,
And they're on a heater right now against Kitchener,
yeah.
right?
So
Their
the day of this
game
recording,
one's
they're
tonight.
playing
Yeah,
tonight.
let's
Yeah.
go. Third
Yeah.
round.
Go Spits.
Let's go Spits.
I wish we
Spits.
had a home game to take you guys.
Yeah.
to.
I
You
know.
guys would
That would've
enjoy
been
it.
electric.
Yeah, they're playing home game on Monday and Wednesday. You guys are going to be
Yeah,
locked
we'll
on.
be out.
Maybe next year we'll line it up.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah,
figure that
let's
out.
go.
Would you guys come back if you were asked again?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Hands
yeah.
down, we'll lock it in the calendar right now if they want us.
Exciting. They also do a thing called Battle of the Badges on
Yeah.
World Cancer Day
Cops
in
versus
February.
firefighters.
Okay.
Cops versus
Awesome.
firefighters. They almost sold out our junior arena. It holds close to 6,000.
Yeah.
They got over 4,000
Yeah.
Wow.
for this game.
First time too. First game with
Yeah.
it. Bam,
And
4,000.
unreal.
and
It was crazy.
the three of us, we broadcasted it, live streamed it, so it's on YouTube and everything, and it's
check
going to
it
get
out,
bigger
yeah.
and bigger. So
Unreal.
we got to try and find a way
It's
for you
electric.
guys to come in for like
Yeah,
an
we gotta
like
get you guys in
intermission
for
show
that.
or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great.
Love to.
Thank you, boys, for your time.
Yeah.
Anything that we should expect later on in tonight's game?
Just nasty nips. You know, we're gonna just win and then get off the ice. Really.
It's like all I could say to like people who haven't watched us play. It's like if you weren't fortunate to watch Gretzky and Lemieux in their prime,
You're fortunate now.
you're fortunate now.
Yeah.
So just come watch. It's nothing like you're ever gonna see. So
Yeah.
Where can our viewers find you? What are your handles?
On the bench, on everything.
Grinder.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Not grinder.
no, we're not.
Yeah.
No, no, right,
On the bench. Just on the bench.
Beautiful. Well, that's Olly and Jacob from On the Bench, and you're here with the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast at the Play for Cure Program. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast. We're here at the Play for Cure Pro-Am, and this is Andre Waugh.
Andre Waugh right here. No relations to Patrick, but yeah, it's good to be here. How are you guys doing?
Andre, you're one of the key pieces of this event every year, man. How many years is it now that you've been here?
I think it's my 4th year. I think maybe 5th, but I think I've been here the last 3 for sure. Always a good time. Obviously, I keep coming back. First of all, obviously the cause. It's a great cause. Jeff is tremendous. I met him. Actually, Tim Taylor hooked me up with this event the first year. I met Jeff, and from then on, I was like, man, this is awesome. Just from day one, when you get in, everything's so well organized. The draft party with all the auctions, food, whatever, beverage, we have it all, and then the tournament is a blast too. Everybody gets along great. It's a great setup, and but basically, mostly it's for the cause. So and the drinking. I like getting drunk once in a while, but
now
we'll leave that aside.
If I remember too, but if I remember correctly, didn't you go first overall the one year too?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I do a lot of events, and it's funny because I've been surrounded by Dougie Gilmore, Wendell Clark, and they're big names, and sometimes first overall pick Andre. I'm like, oh really? I feel bad because Wendell, Dougie, but I think teams want to have a good time, and I like to have a good time. I think they see it in my personality. So, I think I went first, but I try to keep it fun, and that's how I was when I played also on the plane and wherever, in the room, obviously at the restaurant, team meals. Always try to have the guys laughing. I was like that in school, so I'm that type of guy, and I think it's fun overall. You got to have fun through this. Right? So raising money and just keep it loose.
So you're in Quebec now? Where you at now? So
I'm a little up north of Montreal in Blainville. So right after Laval, towards kind of Mont-Tremblant. For those of you who knows the Quebec, anyways. But I grew up not far from there, and after hockey in 2009, I was like, okay, now what? I went back home, and I was like, kind of, okay. I was 34, just retired, and what do I do now? And then I started doing a little bit of TV with RDS, and then now today I'm doing podcast, radio, TV. I'm kind of all over the place, plus these charity events. So but keeping busy, but it's fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
I'm actually looking through some of your stuff here, and one thing really stuck out to me. In Fort Wayne, you had 395 penalty minutes.
Yeah, that's when Ottawa signed me. I was like, so I was drafted by the Boston Bruins, and played 3 games my first year as a 20-year-old. I wasn't ready at all. I was like, what am I doing here with Cam Neely, Ray Borg, those guys? 21, I played 10 games. I got 2 assists and 2 fights, I was like, okay, slowly kind of getting more and more comfortable. My 3rd year was just a disaster. I don't know. New coach down in the minors. Didn't probably go as well as I wanted to, and they released me. So I went to Fort Wayne. And the coach there were Grant Sonia and Gerard Gallant. And Gallant's like, hey, you're 23, you're young, you still have a future. This is a great opportunity. He was good with me. So in my mind, I was like, whatever, I'll do whatever, to get notice. And scored 15 and 395 pins. A lot of stuff like where,
you're 7 hours in the penalty box.
Everybody
then jumping in the box.
The ushers.
And just did all kinds of stuff, a lot of 10 minutes. But then also I remember Rick Dudley was a scout for the Ottawa Senators. And my coach was like, the Sens are watching you. They like you. And I knew they weren't that tough. They had all the Alfredson and the Yashins and Hossa.
They did some jam.
So I was like, so I'd go out and run around, fight a guy, just do something, But they end up signing me anyways with that. But I knew it was a year, I had to transit. If I wanted to have a career, I had to come back stronger, and I think I did in Fort Wayne. And funny fact that 395 pins back then, there was shootouts, like we see today after a tie. And actually in practice, I would score all the time. I was pretty good. And there was one game he sent me, and I scored. So we're playing another game. I think it was Indianapolis, and we're in a shootout. So he sends me out there. So I go out there, right? And then I come in. I had my special move with the fake leg pump, and just give the shoulders, kind of. Then I went to go back him. I had him basically. All I had to do was, but the goalie poke checked me in my skate, so I fell and slid in the boards, boom, pretty hard, you know. So I got up, I skate to go back to the bench, like, nice move, you fucking dum-dum. I turn around, the fuck did you just say? And I grabbed him, I punched him in the mask, I dropped my gloves, start beating the fuck out of the goalie in a shootout. I turn around, line brawl the fucking bench, cleared the whoops. Sorry, I'm
no, you're good. It's all good. It's all good.
Their bench, like, then I the first guy, after I beat him, I was punching him, I grabbed the first guy, then my team too, we had guys, big brawl on the ice because I started a brawl in a shootout. But
in the
awesome
shootout
experience. I'm coming off the ice like the Hanson brothers. Hey, fans are like, I love you, you're great. Mwah, bravo, mwah. Anyways, it was a good time.
That's incredible. Oh,
it doesn't happen often, but
who
that might be because 3.
No, I was saying too with guys that like, who did you score your first NHL goal on?
Yeah, pretty good goalie actually, playing the Leafs, and I got it early in October. It's October somewhere, 9 or 11 anyways, but Curtis Joseph. Curtis Cujo was the goalie, and I was with the Sens and playing on a line with Sean Van Allen and Kevin Deneen. And Van Allen cut in the middle, like just drop pass, and I had a good shot, you know, took a clapper, top of the circles. Cujo just saw fire, couldn't see it, couldn't stop it. So first NHL goal, I was like, yes!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, especially on
those
him
400 penalty minutes were worth it, baby. I made it. That's incredible.
Anyways, but yeah, I kind of. Yeah, so after Fort Wayne, obviously they signed me, went there, and I knew it was an opportunity. I came to camp, I'm running around. Wade Redden, Phillips, Alfred, Jacques Martin comes and grabs me after that first practice. It was like intra-squad game. Yeah, you know, well, I don't want you to injure our veterans. I know what you can do. I want you to play hockey. You'll have opportunities in preseason to fight and do whatever you need to, you know, but try not to injure our veterans because I was just running around trying to I was like, I just want to make the team. And I think Jacques kind of knew about, like he could tell, like I had the fire. I trained hard that summer, anyways. But
the right intention was there. You didn't mean to put Daniel Alfredson on the IR for 2 weeks, but that's exciting. Tell us how you eventually made your way to Tampa. And then that magical run that you guys went in 2004.
Oh, it was great, man. It was. I loved Ottawa because it was like 2-hour drive from Montreal. So I had a lot of friends, family coming there, and I was playing so well. I remember they just re-signed me a 2-year deal. That was my 3rd year in Ottawa, and we're getting ready to go in the playoffs.
Drew is a huge Sens fan. So.
Playoffs. That's I love the playoffs again. We lost the Leafs, but I was just running guys, hurting guys. That's the part. That's the best thing of it. You know, if I hit a guy, I want to injure him. You know, but I was hitting guys, playing well. And that year, I was playing all right. There was good articles of me. I never expected. And all of a sudden, I had a call from our GM, Marshall Johnson. Mike Fisher went down. He was a centerman, so they wanted a centerman. They traded me for Juha Ilonen, a Finn guy in Tampa. But anyways, I was a little upset with it. You know, came back to Ottawa 2 weeks later, and I injured a guy with a hit. You know, they called up a kid like from the minors. I lined him up and I hit him so hard, but I was kind of frustrated because we were out of the playoffs that year. But then I went there, turned that franchise around, and I got them a cup.
There you go.
You know?
That's right. Well, and some of your former teammates are here too, right?
Yeah, Dave Andreychuk, Tim Taylor here. But all kidding aside, like I went down there and we were out of the playoffs, but slowly we got some pieces here and there. Andreychuk, Taylor, St. Louis was there, Le Cavalier, draft pick, and Habby Boulin got acquired from Arizona before me, but they were making some great moves. Then all of a sudden, the next year, we made it to round 2, like in the playoffs, and we have a team here. We could go far, and the following year, that's when we made that run, and we were first in our conference, in the Eastern Conference, and what a year we had. It was awesome, you know, and obviously the playoff run was good too. You know, we had the Islanders in 5, Montreal in 4, and then 7 games against the Flyers and 7 against the Flames. So but it was really physical the last 2 rounds, and so Are we going with the cookie store? No, okay. But
you can tell us whatever you want, man.
So when we were in Philly, okay, because I share that story everywhere, and we're in the playoffs against Philly. We're up 3-2. We're up by 2 goals with 5 minutes left. So in our mind, we're going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Guys are so excited on the bench, right? So they pulled their goalie, they scored, and they tied again. And then we went to OT, and they scored again. Simon Gagné and Keith Primo was there. So good. They were good. But we lose that game, so it's 3-3. We're going back to Tampa, right? So the bus ride to the airport, not a sound, so quiet. On the plane, everybody's just sitting with the long face, it's like we lost. But then St. Louis gets up and he comes, sits next to me. He's like, move over. I was like, hey, Marty, what's up? He's like, you got to do something, Andre. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, look at everybody's face here. You got to change the mood. This is not happening. We got 1 game left in our building, Game 7. We need to change the mood and pass this loss, move on from this loss, and think about what's coming up in our building with our fans. I was like, I get it, Marty, but I don't know. Torts is up front. He'll be all, no, he's like, fuck Torts, I'll back you up. Think about something. Just change the mood. I was like, okay. I'm trying to think, in the meantime, it was so warm and humid. One flight attendant fainted. I don't feel she fell. We're like, hey, our trainer comes back, the doctor. So there I go. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll be a flight attendant. So I go in the back, go in the back. I asked the other girl, do you have an extra apron? What are you going to do, Andre? Why do you want that? Never mind. Just, do you have what do you have in mind? Oh, I'll be funny. Let me go, please. And she's like, we got some there. So I was like, all right. She walks out. I grab an apron. I get naked. So I'm fully naked. So obviously my
ass
is showing and that. I was like, fuck, guys will love it, So I wanted to serve meal just like, hi. So I'm like, I want to serve meals. The food wasn't ready, but there was a cookie tray there. So I'm like, fuck, for the joke, it'll be good. So I grabbed the cookie tray, So I'm like, fuck, let's bring it up a notch. So I grab a cookie and I try to basically squeeze it like this in my ass,
Squeeze it in his butt
cheeks. Kind of like this, So I was just kind of squeeze that. Hi, guys, But then the cookie just crumbled, fucking chocolate chip in my ass and all that. But I was like, oh, fuck it, So I opened the curtain and here I am. Hi, guys, I'm your flight attendant for the night. I'll be serving meals. In the meantime, we got chocolate chip cookie, macadamian. Would you want one? And I'm like this with my leg up, my
balls are hanging
out. And guys are like, what the fuck? So I start walking just with this tight walk, in the middle aisle. Guys are laughing. They're fucking loving it. Torts is turning around. Is that Andre again? Guys love it anyway. So I served meal the whole night. I was like, I might as well just stay in my role, And I was like, do you want a baguette? Just whatever. Just whatever guys could laugh. I'm stretching like this in the aisle, They're like, fuck. We shower together every day. It was more just to have a good laugh. And I think guys loved it. St. Louis like, Andre, come here, high five. He's giving me high fives. He loved it anyways. So I always say we won Game 7 because I shoved a chocolate chip cookie up my ass.
Hey, whatever works.
Hey, whatever it takes to win. Whatever it takes to win.
It was just to have a good laugh, and it worked. So, yeah.
And then you guys went on to play Calgary in that 7-game series. And you guys pulled it off, man, and it was exciting. What was it like seeing those final seconds tick down and know that you guys are the Stanley Cup champs?
What a feeling.
What a group.
What a
group.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And credit to Calgary. I went there after and played there. We never talk about the cup run with Iginla and Regier and Kaprizov. We never mentioned anything about that, and I wasn't going to be, hey, when we beat you, But overall, great series. They were tough. It was the 8 Mile back then. Fans outside. They wouldn't leave us. They wouldn't let us leave our hotel because fans were honking their horn whole night and trying to keep us awake. And,
That's crazy.
It was nuts. Anyways, but we So. It was just a great series, and then back to your question, Game 7. I remember I had a camcorder, so I grabbed my camcorder and got on the ice and jump on the ice, just film everything. I still have all that on a little mini camcorder back then, so they're great souvenirs. But it's just crazy that when you kind of realize everybody's like, yeah, like I've won before and that, but then I'm like, fuck, you won the Stanley Cup, right?
Yeah.
So Stanley
Remember when
Cup.
kids were playing street hockey?
That's what you
we're
dream
lifting
of.
garbage cans or whatever, just and we're just Gretzky or Lemieux or whoever, you know. And now you're in that moment, and it's crazy. In my mind, I remember they were carrying the cup on the ice, the guys with the white glove, and it was like it was a process. I'm looking at this and I'm happy and that, and we're old, but I'm like, this is crazy, man. I just won the Stanley Cup, man. This is a dream since I've been a kid. It's just an amazing feeling for sure, man. Then you finally wait your turn when you get it. You know, that's even better. You know, I have great pictures of that too, but man, it's such a great thrill. Then you just go on a bender for a week. Hey, let's go. But after your liver's like, that's enough. You had enough, son. So you're like, all right, maybe I should go back to training. But yeah, it was a good run, man.
And they didn't, for the parade, they didn't have ski-doos. Wasn't it ski-doos the last time that they won? They were doing like a ski-doo parade or whatever.
Guys, one after us, That
was a COVID thing.
Yeah, it was in the bubble. Yeah,
COVID cups. But they did the parades, and but it wasn't as bad Florida, no mass that, but in Canada, like
we were on lockdown.
We had curfews in Quebec, like you had to be what the. Anyways, but we did a parade downtown Tampa, and there was some fans actually, not bad, on top of the buildings, parking lots. We're just going through streets where the rink is, and it was all right. We went out, shook hands, pictures, signed autographs, and then we finished in our rink. It was the St. Pete Times Forum back then, and fans were invited to get in the ring, and then they did a couple announcements, speeches, whatever, you know, kind of like we see outside. Hey, everybody, we're so happy. You're the best fan in the world. I don't know. I'm thinking of fucking Vegas, those guys shit face with
Juice.
Brett Hull.
Brett Hull was a good one. Yeah.
What was that song again in St. Louis?
The Saints Go Marching In.
Gloria. That's what it was.
Gloria. Gloria. His face so red. So fucking hammered, but that's what it's all about. You celebrate, have a good time, right?
Did you get to talk with Dave and Tim about that cup run? Like, do you guys reminisce during that time when you come to the?
We always.
It's almost like a reunion for you to come down and see these guys, right?
I've seen Dave a couple times. I've done a fantasy camp in Tampa. Tells is there once in a while, but every time we see each other, him, Freddie Modine or whatever, we always remember when Torts did this, remember? We share great stories. So I checked in yesterday. Andy was at the bar, Andrew Chuck, so I went there and Tels came in after. And we had a couple together. We're talking about our old days. Yeah, we always bring back good memories, but for sure. And that'll be forever, right? Like, we'll be probably 70 in a wheelchair. Hey, how you doing? Remember when I took that slap shot? Hit the Organis guy?
That's something they can't take away from you.
Exactly.
Yeah. What does that mean to you that your name's on the Stanley Cup?
Oh, my God. I'm friends with Pascal Dupuis, who won in Pittsburgh. He lived by a street by me, by my house and my neighborhood. So when he won with Pittsburgh, I remember he's like, come and just come. We'll do something in my backyard. Just swing by and come have a beer, whatever. And the cup was there, and then I'm looking and just seeing your name. It's not weird.
Surreal?
But it's surreal, man. And I have pictures. I took pictures a lot of time, even at the Hall of Fame. Every time I see the cup, I have to go see if my name's okay and still there.
Make sure it's still real.
Yeah.
That it's buffed.
Surreal, you're right,
excuse me here. On the D, you need to, there's a little bit of soot in there that you need.
Wow, it's just, you look at all the names that are on there, you know, if you go way back, and it's, wow, I'm on the cup. I think it's 70 years, 72 years, something. Then they put it the Hall of Fame because it keeps going up, I guess.
Okay.
There's about, 8-10 teams around every...
something like that,
Something like that, anyway, so...
That's incredible.
Yeah, man, it's good thrill, good run, you know. It's... when I look back, it wasn't an easy job. I wish I could have scored 20, 30 goals and... that I'd be golfing with LeCali and having margaritas on a yacht somewhere. But no, but if I look back, you know, I made I found a way to make the NHL, and you know, it was a good run overall.
No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough at some times, but yeah, obviously, like I said, it would have been fun to score 20, 30 and be a top 4, top 6 forward. But hey, I still made a living out of it, and I understood my role. I said, if you're going to play in this league, you'll have to do this. That's what I did. So, looking back, I'm still pretty proud of my career. Right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we're proud of you too.
Thank you so much, man.
And anything else?
All set, man.
Yeah.
All right, Andre, thank you very much for being here.
These girls, it was like crazy. We had like,
oh, I was going to say, now we're talking.
We're kidding. Hey, we're kidding. Hey, thank you
All
so
right,
much.
this is Andre Watt, and you're watching the Hat Trick Hockey Podcast.
Let's go.
I lost my fight with time. My numbers up and up the line. I gaze at the darkness, so empty, just looking for the light. Shout for help, but no one's there. Need a guiding hand, someone who cares. All alone in the darkness, I've realized for the first time I am scared. If I could do it all again, if I had one more chance, my friend, I would rewrite all my wrongs. I would find where I belong. I got lost along the way. I had so much more to say. If I could do